Well, good morning, everyone. Mayor Wilder here. I apologize for the delay. There's been a lot going on in the city here lately that I'll be addressing here sometime later on in the next day or so. First of all, I want to let everybody know Dogwood Pool is open today. It starts at 11 o'clock. So it's open, and I'm happy for them to finally get started and get some activity for our families and children. I'm just asking you, please follow all the guidelines for the coronavirus and protecting yourselves when you're at the pool. Whether if you're not in the water, please remember to be wearing your mask and taking care of yourself safely. But the pool is open. There are policies and procedures will be in place, and it's been a long time waiting. So at 11 o'clock, hopefully you'll have an activity for the summer that will be enjoyable for all. I just want to remind you that Canton JC Fair food drive-through is going to come up on July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And that's going to be up at the 7th Street across from Dogwood Pool. You'll be able to drive in and have some of your favorite fair food there. It's a little bit of a fundraiser for them because some of their activities have been canceled, especially for the July 4th activities. A little bit of a fundraiser to help them get some money back into their coffers to help support some of their community activities. They're going to have vendors up there. They'll have various vendors, again, from 11 to 8 o'clock. And that starts this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it'll go 11 to 7 on Sunday. And a portion of the sales of each of the vendors will benefit the North Canton JCs as they, and their chapters, charitable endeavors. And because of their community and service, they're also hosting a collection drive for some families that need assistance. And again, they're asking only things for new, though, because of coronavirus standards and guidelines. So it could be clothing for a young adult or child, family board games, bicycles, toys, preferably new things. But there'll be a drop-off there at the location for them, and they'll be able to collect some items that they'll be able to help provide for families now and possibly at Christmas time. Please remember, this is food only. There's no rides or games or fireworks this year or live entertainment. It's strictly come in, get something to eat in the parking lot, or then head on out and go across the street and go swimming. Again, Arrowhead Country Club is Arrowhead Golf and Event Center is open, and make sure you make your reservations up there for any of your special events. The golf course is functioning, and just wanted to let you know that it's been a busy season for them already. The North Canton Farmers Market, again, is going strong. It's Wednesdays today from 3 to 7, 3 to 4 for seniors that are at risk. And starting on Saturday, July the 11th, from 9 to 12, they'll be up at the Kmart parking lot also for a Saturday version for the North Canton Farmers Market. And if you want to, you can actually now, again, Kmart is at 1447 North Main Street for those who aren't familiar. They're open rain or shine. Now, you can shop for a vendor online and at 3 locations, www.knowyourroots.ohio.com, knowyourrootsohio@gmail.com, or just go to Facebook. You find them there at North Canton Farmers Market. You can shop online, and you can prepay options are available for the goods that you want to purchase at the farmers market. Also, they're going to have some new food vendors behind the Cutler parking lot there for snacks, and that is going to be there. They're going to have different ones up there on those Wednesdays, possibly on Saturdays also. Just got this in from the library. Our library is going to open on July 6, 2020. That's Monday, and their hours again will be 10 to 6 Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday is going to be 10 to 2. And you'll be able to come in and do some of your activities that you've been missing at the library. So that'll be coming up. They're going to open again Monday, July the 6th. A couple notes there for the fire department. Again, Some people may be traveling, and if so, or just in the city. If you have trouble with your car seats, the fire department has 7 installers that are nationally trained car seat installations technicians, and they're on shift intermittently and throughout the day. So you can contact the fire department at 330-499-3404, and they can help set up an appointment for your car seat installation for your young ones. It may take 20 to 30 minutes to do it and get you trained, maybe even 45 at the most. But they're capable to help you get with your kids. With the fireworks not being here held locally, I want to share with you again from the National Safety Council and from the National Fire Protection Agency. Fireworks again are often used to mark our special occasions and our holidays. You know that. But the only safe way we've been trying to do it here in North Canton for many, many years with the JCs is to have a professional show. We cannot have that this year, and so that's been canceled. But just remember, fireworks can be very dangerous in the hands of consumers. Here's a couple ideas for your young people. You have them use glow sticks or glow in the dark that are a safe alternative to a sparkler. It can be fun for all ages, I think. Remember about the loud and noisemakers. Make sure can make a statement. They can like little party poppers or something like that. Instead of fireworks, maybe just having a movie at the house there, hanging up a sheet outside or doing something different, or putting up the projector. Have an outdoor movie night if you can do that. And you could do other things there that could be safe. The main thing is to remember that in the latest statistics that I found from 17, they said 8 people died and over 12,000 were injured. And most people have hand-eye injuries from this. And North Canton may not be any different than anybody else who's going to mishandle fireworks. Just remember, never allow your young children to handle fireworks. And never use fireworks while impaired or under alcohol. And don't light them indoors, and never point or throw fireworks at another person. It's not that I'm giving you permission to use fireworks, but it is against the law in the city of North Canton that you can buy them, but technically you can't shoot them off here in North Canton. Sometimes let's see what's permitted. Let me double check here. Let's see. Well, you can go to any of the websites for the state fire marshal or fireworks on our North Canton Fire Department website, and you'll be able to see more facts on safety for that. Sparklers, believe it or not, account for roughly 1/4 of the emergency room firework injuries, and they can burn up to, I think they said 14 or 2,000 degrees. So, and a lot of the injuries that they see are just burns. They account for from the misuse of fireworks, and half the fireworks injuries seen at emergency rooms were hands, fingers, or legs, and 1/3 to the eye or other parts of the head. Children ages 10 to 14 had the highest rate of injuries, fireworks injuries, with more than 1/3, 36% of the victims of fireworks injuries under the age of 15. So, folks, I'm just cautioning you. It's very troublesome for the police department to respond to fireworks being discharged in the city. It's also troublesome for the people who own pets, especially dogs and cats, and the dangers and the sounds that provides to them. Last but not least, a lot has been talked about again about coronavirus protection. And again, I am highly recommending that when you're out in public, please wear a face covering for yourself. And if you're around your employees or where you're working at, please wear some type of a face covering and conduct your daily health assessments that you do. Maintain personal good hygiene. Clean and sanitize whenever you can, whether it's the surfaces or just in and out of a store, or pushing the grocery cart. I got a new face mask today. My sister-in-law has made me one here for a holiday. Cloth type worked good, but if you're out at the pool, you're going to be out with your neighbors, just physical distancing in your backyard, talking. Whether you're at the baseball games, folks, all I'm asking you is to please follow the CDC recommendations and the recommendations from Governor DeWine on the use of facial coverings. It will go a long way to have us be here next year at this time and be able to keep healthy. Something else I came across, if you go to coronavirusohio.gov, they have all kinds of information in there for whether it's for business or your family. I did come across this one that I didn't mention before for minority health testing. And it has shown that throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, evidence has shown that communities of color have been disproportionately affected by the virus, especially African American and Latino communities. To respond to the help and address these disparities, the state of Ohio has created the Minority Health Strike Force. For those families that are in our community of African American or Latino, you can go to this website and they can help direct you to help stop the progression of the disease, or evaluate or document the impact of the disease if it's or remedy factors that can contribute to the spread, and procure resources to prevent any type of resurgence. So something for our minority communities. It's summertime. Please, when you're out and about, wear your facial coverings when you're at your store and around in the public. And it's a very stressful time for all of us that we're dealing with COVID-19, the reopening and reclosing of our communities, and now with the unrest and the protesting that is going on in our communities. Yes, it's touched North Canton, and unfortunately, we're not immune to something like this happening, not only in our community but in communities throughout Stark County or around Ohio. I'm addressing the issues with our police department. We're reviewing the incident that occurred here recently, and I'll be able to share with you some of what our findings are and our plans, how we want to go forward to maintain the safety and control of our city from those organizations that do have a right to assemble. But our main goal has always been to make a peaceful demonstration or protest in protecting our public, the protesters, and our police department. And we've always tried to provide a venue. However, sometimes people can take advantage of our willingness to try to maintain a safe and legal event. And unfortunately, last night, it turned unexpectedly for our community. And the bottom line is, we had no looting, we had no damage to buildings. Our officers were able to keep our citizens safe. It was unfortunate. I apologize for something like that for happening in our city, but it is, and for anybody having to witness it. That is not what our community is about. Some organizations that come here don't have any clue of the culture and the spirit that we have in our community, the closeness we have with our relationships with our police department, the amount of time and experience we put into our community relations. I'm not going to let 100 years of service disappear overnight because of one incident. Our goal is to keep our city safe and commit crime. And I know our police force is dedicated. If we've made a few mistakes, or I apologize for that. Things happen. It's a very fluid and situation, and we try to maintain a balance. However, we are looking at this incident, and we'll review it, and we'll do our best to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. But it's not always easy to prepare for the unexpected. But please, rest assured, your city is a safe city, and This was an isolated incident. I hope it's not repeated, but we'll be better prepared should somebody else want to exercise their right to free speech or assemble. So thank you for your patience. And all I can say is stay safe, keep well. Thank you.